is obviously the talk of the market at the moment, and I think it's fair to say it splits into prime and supporting components. Of the prime components, the major components, which would you consider is the most important or are the most important?
Yeah, you're right. The blueprint is absolutely a hot topic at the moment, and I would say there's two components I would pull out. First and foremost, the complex risk platform,
Okay.
because in really simple terms, if you imagine that we as a marketplace are a blue water, put us in the retail context. If it was very difficult and arduous to actually get to blue water, traffic jams, etc., when you got there, the cost of parking was horrifically high, and in addition to that, the shops all operated in a slightly different way, different processes, different systems, then you probably would start to go to your local shops, particularly if those local shops were getting their act together.
Right.
So it's hugely important, I think, for us as a marketplace, because that is what makes London and Lloyd so unique. It's absolutely crucial that we get our processes, our systems digitized and efficient and effective to keep those shoppers coming. And there's a huge opportunity, not just to hold on to what we've got, but to significantly grow the footfall into the London and Lloyd's marketplace if we get that right. And I think the second area really is around claims. Ultimately, we all know that's why clients buy insurance, and we have a fantastic reputation built over many years of paying claims in Lloyd's and in London generally. And it's hugely important that we have the effective methods, and we take on board new technologies to enable us to continue to pay claims, particularly simple claims, much more quickly, much more effectively to the end customer. And for insurers, there's a big benefit in terms of we spend billions and billions every year on claim settlement. Often not done as efficiently and effectively as it could be. If we can improve that process, we can improve the end experience for the client and save ourselves a lot of money in the bargain.
Okay, fair enough. And what about the supporting components of Blueprint One? What do you think are the most important there?
I think there's a crucial one which doesn't probably get talked about quite as much, but Lloyd's itself, the corporation, the franchisor, it's taken on, or it is taking on, a huge role as the designer of a huge change program, the owner operator of a future digital infrastructure, the regulatory setter, the people who own the capital regime, and also the performance manager, along with brand and marketing. So that is a huge remit for anybody to undertake. And have they got the skills, have they got the capabilities to do all of those tasks and do them all effectively? So I think that is a fundamental enabler, and I think the other one is really just around culture and people buying into change. This is an old marketplace with a lot of embedded processes, a lot of embedded behaviours. Organisations from top to bottom have got to make this change happen, and a lot of that is about culture and about behaviours, and it's about CEOs making change stick within their organisations.
And what about rating on the reinsurance side of the fence?
Yeah, I mean, the reinsurance, people talk about this U-shaped curve at the moment, which is effectively pricing is going up in the retro market, and pricing is going up. I mean, it's going up faster and faster every day on the primary side. But reinsurance, treaty reinsurance, is lagging behind somewhat, and I can't see that continuing, because ultimately those losses are transferring, whether it's long tail or some of the property cat losses, are transferring their way through to the insurers, and like anybody else, they can't sustain that for a period of time. So I think it is only a matter of time before insurance pricing catch up with retro and primary.
Okay, fair enough.